All right. What's up, everyone? We are live. Welcome back to the Unconventional Mindset. It is Thursday. My name is Odum, and we are ready to get back to work to build ourselves a company that's going to make us $1 million in revenue every single year. That's the goal. We'll get there first, and then we'll go to 10 million. So 1 million first, one step at a time. And what we're going to do is we're going to continue on from what we did yesterday, which yesterday we set up a Google Ads to help us gather momentum or gather people to our landing page, where it was a very simple introductory landing page. And I'll just show it right here in this landing page, where we want people to kind of sign up and express their interest in accessing our new Webflow component and template library that we're making and that we're building. So we did that yesterday. So let's just review what happened yesterday. So we did the Google Ads, I guess, and we ran it, and it wasn't running at the start because it was under review or whatever, but now it's enabled, and we set our thing to $20 a day, and here's the results so far of the first day, which I think we've spent keywords enabled paused. I think, can we modify columns? We want to show the cost. Yeah, what is the total cost? It's not showing the cost. Oh, here we go. Here it is right there. I just can't see it. Okay. So we got to the $20 and then I guess it's just stopped. So that's why it's paused. So we've had 267 impressions. We've had 22 clicks for an average of 94 cents per click. And I wonder if you put a number in Google Ads, they'll just go for the highest number because they put $1. I wonder if I put it down to like 50 cents a click or something like that. So we don't have to pay so much per click. So we ended up getting 22 clicks. And from that 22 clicks, we had one person to sign up and subscribe. So, which is cool. Totally cool. And we'll just keep going. We'll keep it going because it seems to be working pretty well. I mean, I guess it's a pretty high click-through rate, but I don't know. We're going to, but what I want to do is let's go to the campaign. Can we edit the campaign? Can we edit our money? And like how much we're spending? Maybe we can edit the budget. Okay. Cancel that. So I get that the budget is $20 a day. Additional settings. Oh, here we go. Okay, we can do this. So maybe let's just set it up to 50 cents. And then let's go to save. Because I feel like spending, I mean, we don't have very much data, right? But we spent $20 and we got one person to join our newsletter. You know, $20 a person, that seems like a lot because that's $20 per lead, I would imagine. And I mean, I guess if you're selling a $500 product and it's $20 per lead, and then you get like a 10% conversion rate. So that would be like 200 people will get you $200 per lead. We'll get you I don't know if that's, I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Good morning, Kevin. How you doing? Yeah, well, I have it in my YouTube description to have like the live stream every day at 11 a.m. But it's always hit and miss depending on what's happening with clients and all that kind of stuff. So I figured it'd be nice to have a regular time. But then I know some people like to join at different times as well too. And of course, there's dealing with multiple time zones as well. But been working. I usually get up. I have been slacking lately, but I usually get up between 6 and 7 and kind of start working after my morning walk. But yeah, definitely early bird gets the worm. Keep on working. What is it? You might not be smarter or you might be better, but you're not going to outwork me, kind of thing. Anyways, so yeah, we're just going to keep working until we get our million. I mean, it's not going to stop. So yeah, in terms of ads and conversions, I don't know. we'll just keep spending a little bit of money here, $20 a day. Not that big of a deal, a little bit of investment into the company, and we'll see what we get. So if I look here, I'm not gonna show the subscribers, but yeah, we got six people on the audience list. Actually, I think only 3 of them. No, 2 of them are actual people that are going to be actual testers. So we have our form here, and I'll put it in the chat, because if anybody's watching this that wants to be a part of history, wants to be a part of the testing, I'll throw that in the chat right there. And I got the same stupid problem where I can't pin this. YouTube needs to change how they do this thing. This is so stupid. They have these avatars blocking the way, and I can't actually get my functionality. Okay, and display none. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's pinned in the comments. So if you're looking to access Webflow components, you want to be on the introductory list, fill out this form, please. Your name and email, and you'll be on the list. And we do need to build an actual introductory email list, or email that we're going to send to people. But let's get on with what we're actually going to talk about today, and then we can kind of decide on when and how to notify people of the upcoming library. So what was I working on? Okay, I wanted to throw in one new thing here. I just wanted to throw a link for people to go and check out our YouTube channel. So they can kind of follow along the progress as well here too, which would be kind of cool. So what do I want to do here? I want to throw in an image. We're just going to do very simple here. And some text. So just say follow us on YouTube for updates. For project updates, something like that. Okay, so this is going to be landing page. Yeah, sure, YouTube. YouTube icon. And we don't want this to be too large. That looks good. So we are aligned. Gotta align this correctly. Oh. Right, 0.25. Got a little bit of space in between. Oh shoot, I didn't do that right. I need that to be a link. Sorry, we're just gonna finish off this and then we'll get into better things. A little bit spacing there, and I think I would like to make that red. What actually is? So it is YouTube icon. What is the YouTube red color? YouTube like icon color. Here we go. It should be in their branding resources. What's their color? Here it is. Well, that's pretty simple. And then we need CSS filter. Okay. There we go. Let's take that in. Stick that in there. Okay, now we got our nice YouTube red. Cool. And I say we just make it black. And let's just change it just on hover. Should we just make it actually YouTube red on hover? Oh, it's asking for a variable. Oh, really? It won't, interesting. Ah. Oh my goodness. I don't know how this thing works. These variables. How do I change this color? There we go. Okay. So that should work now, shouldn't it? There we go. All right. Does that look good with the underline, or should I remove the underline? I think that looks all right. Actually, what we should do, kind of want to avoid that. Let's instead, real quick, if we line it up like this, but then instead we want to throw a little bit of padding. Actually, we need to remove this one. Okay, so that should... Okay, I like that. That's good. And just a little bit more of a gap, I think. Looks nice. Okay, that's better. Okay, let's publish that. One issue, it doesn't have alt text. Okay. Right. So that's just YouTube. Okay. Oh, I should zoom in again. And if we go here, all right, there we go. So if anybody comes onto this landing page, they can follow us on YouTube. Oh, you know what? Maybe a link would be nice. Let me go over here. I'll link to, what should I link to? I guess I will link to just my playlist. Right. Where is that? Content, playlists. Oh my goodness. Where do I find this thing? Okay, view my channel on YouTube. Maybe that'll help. And I have my playlist. there's the playlist, which is weird. How do you link to a playlist? There's got to be a way. Or maybe I'll just link to here, to my live stream. Maybe that'll be okay. Don't need to get too crazy here. So links to the stream. I don't want to link to like automatically subscribing or anything. That's pretty cheesy. So yeah, I'm in the YouTube studio. But like I'm right here, and then I have my playlist. Oh, well, I guess let me go. So here's my YouTube studio. And if I go to content and I go to my playlist, oh, it should be right here. Get shareable link. Cool. Yeah, there we go. It's weird because you never, look for your own content, I guess. So what is that link? Okay, what does that take you? Let me go to a new page. That takes you to right here. Okay. That's cool. That'll work. Geez, 175. 175. Almost at 200. That's crazy. Oh, I don't know how many hours of live streams I have already. That's a lot. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it. Appreciate the help. Okay, so we have that link. That's good. So let's just publish that. And we should be good to go. That goes to the playlist. Excellent. All right. So that's going, and this campaign is still paused. I wish I could just obviously increase the money, but I don't want to do that right now. So we'll see how well it goes tomorrow. I guess we can touch base tomorrow to see if lowering it has any effect, the cost per click, and if that gets us more people. Because at the end of the day, the more people we get, the better. So, which would be nice. Actually, I think if I get like a dozen, like anywhere between 10 and even like obviously 100 would be great. Like a dozen people, 2 dozen to sign up on the initial list so that we can reach out to those people and ask them what they're looking for, what they would like to see in a template library. That would be really cool. Okay, so right. So all that being said, then let's think about that for a second. Let me just close down a few tabs that I have here. And so we don't need this MailChimp list right now. And I think we're pretty much done with Webflow. But let's go in here and let's bring this up in case we might want to reference it. I don't know why we would, but you never know. Yeah, I want to do something with these icons. This section here is a little bit plain Jane, but maybe gets the point across. Anyways, okay, we don't want to look at that. We're not here to design today. We are going to talk about the beginning parts of what we're going to try to build here. Personally, I have made lifetime access purchases when they were first launched at a discount, and they said the cost will go up after X days. Okay. Doric and FinSuite Plus. Interesting. Yeah. I think I like that strategy. I haven't really thought too much about pricing strategy and how to price things. But yeah, definitely having stuff for early adopters is really, really cool. There's one thing I read, and it sticks into my mind about, I don't know what company it is. I don't think it's Apple. But it's somebody that said that they never ever do sales because when you have sales, people will just kind of wait to have a sale because they don't want to buy things at normal price. But if you never have sales and the price is the price, then that's it. But that being said, having an early adopter thing, I think is really, really good, and just helps compensate, you know, the people that are your early adopters. Like I know, for instance, the people that sign up for the newsletter and they're going to want to have access, like I'm just going to give them free access and they'll just have it, right? So there's different ways to go about that. But yeah, I like that. So I want to keep that in mind. And where is, so it's like, you know, early bird access, you know, 50% off or something like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay. All right, let's okay, so we want to outline for initial, whoop. Okay, so we have two different things that we need to think about. There's components and then templates. I think actually, did I start doing this before? I'm not sure. Hang on, let me see if I have any documentation that we already started working on. What's this document here? Component library. The purpose, okay. Okay, that's not very helpful. Doesn't look like I have too much in this regarding this this topic. Okay, that's okay. All right. So let's just take a look at templates. So I have a few ideas on things that I've been thinking about of what would be a good initial first launch. So the first one is I'm just like a naked theme. And so what this one is, this is the bare bones, no styling, but it also has, what's the word to say? Like just client first. So all elements, all elements and what's the word? I'm like helpers, not helpers. What is it when you have components that are like, you know, the margins are set, the paddings are set. They're not helpers, but like modifiers. Oh my goodness, I can't even think of the word. I know what the word is. Anyways, it'll come to me. Very much like a naked blank WordPress theme for you to create your own, you know, unique site. So that would be the first thing that comes to mind. The second thing would be a podcast theme. So full integration with, I guess, just the various podcast distributors. distributors. No, I didn't spell that right. Like Simplecast, etc. Right, and then well, CMS for podcasts. So I think like the way that I see the themes going is that if you wanted to, that you could pretty much use them outside the box, other than being able to integrate and connect with your specific, content, right? So if there's a podcast theme that's available, and you would basically just need to load up, whether it's in the CMS or I don't know where else it would be. It pretty much would have to be there. Or you would load up your own links to your own CMS items, which is your podcast. Or it could even be automated through Zapier or what have you. Whether like Zapier would maybe look for whenever you publish a new podcast or where there's a new feed or whatever, and then it will just kind of pull the details of that podcast. But anyway, you just have to set up your own like little integrations. But everything else will be baked in. Like it'll all be built and ready to go. You just have to kind of customize it yourself. But that's also a good point in terms of where you get. I mean, you can't make zaps. Can you make zaps publicly available? So if you create a zap that somebody could just kind of copy and paste it, you might be able to. If not, anyways, there'll be obviously specific documentation and showing people how to exactly set them up for how it'll work in the theme. But yeah, basically, yeah, let me just write this down. So all themes will be as fully functional as possible. So a user can get up and running if they don't want to customize things as quickly as possible. Yeah, like 100%, exactly. Like just every template will have a series of videos or just one video, whatever, how many is needed to outline how to do the specific things within that template, and whether it'll be probably a combination of documentation along with videos as well too. Like I really see the way Pixel Pieces is when you click on a specific template and it'll have the details of the template and it'll have a whole thing of the documentation so that you can see like the change logs, you can see like how to do this, how to do that, and you can click on it and then I'll have the text, but it'll also have a video too. There's a video as well too. So like, yeah, like I just want to make the documentation out of this world. I mean, that's difficult to do because documentation takes like almost as long, or if not longer. Well, maybe, I don't know. It takes a long time to make really good, high quality documentation, especially even if you're thinking about making a video as well too. Thankfully I have some experience making videos, so at least that part is, won't be too bad. But yeah, absolutely. And I want it to be, if you're a hardcore designer developer, you want to take the naked theme or whatever and take that and just run and do your own thing. Absolutely. Perfect. But if you're also somebody that, I'm just a new business owner. I just want to have a website. You could take a theme, upload your own logo and whatever, and then away you go, right? You don't want to do too much customization or any of that kind of stuff. And you don't have very much money and you're just, MVPing your company, whatever, then you can do that as well too. So I want to be able to keep as many of those kind of people in mind. That being said, if this newsletter, we end up getting 100 people and I send out a little survey or whatever, and then everyone's like, oh, I want this, this, and that, then, listen to kind of what the people are wanting. So, so yeah. hey, hey, thanks for the comment. I watched your channel and saw the hard work you're doing, and your consistency is also great. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the content. But yeah, I think I was saying this a little bit earlier, but in terms of hard working, just try to work as hard as I can, and just keep plugging away every single day. And I think good things will happen. Good things will happen, to this channel, and good things will happen to you guys or anybody who just wants to put forth the work and accomplish some good things in life, I guess. But thank you for joining, and thank you for the comment. Okay, where am I in my rambles? Right, the themes. Okay, be fully functional. Yeah, up and running as quickly as possible. Yeah, that's weird. Will be as fully functional as we can, so a user can get up and running as quickly as possible. Each theme should be geared towards a specific need/audience. Okay, podcast theme I think will be pretty straightforward and pretty easy to do, and then you can also have just a blog/news theme. Well, yeah, this is tough. I'm just trying to think of what people are going to want. Maybe I'll say let's just niche this down a little bit. Say like a personal blog theme. I mean, how big is blogging? I mean, I imagine it's still pretty big, but not as big as it used to be, for sure. Back in the 2005, 2007 with the pro blogger and all that kind of stuff. Well, but we can still have a simple personal blog. Simple blog with customizable. No, not customizable, but just with authors, categories, tags. Just think like a basic WordPress blog site, something like that. And what else can we do? So I have it in my mind, like a membership type site. That one's definitely more complex to do. But I actually have an idea. I've talked about this before. I think maybe, I don't know, it's got to be a few months ago now. But I would love to create, actually I did have this idea. Maybe I'll ramble on a little bit about this for a minute or two. But I had this idea of creating an open source membership software. So basically like Ghost, but what Ghost does for publishing, I would love to do something like that, but for creating your own membership site. So they have like Circle does membership sites, and there's like Teachable. There's all kinds of these different places where you can get these membership sites, but they're really expensive, like $100 a month, like minimum is what you're looking at. But imagine like open sourcing it so that if you want to have a membership site, you don't have to pay transaction fees, none of that kind of stuff, but it's all just kind of built in. And then of course, how we generate revenue is that if people do want us to host it or whatever, then we can do that for them. But creating that open source structure, I think would be so phenomenal, because the problem I have with using using Webflow for making a membership website is you still have to use lots of different third-party things, right? Like you have to integrate with Zapier or Make, and then you have to use MemberStack. And even when you do that, you still have issues with security because MemberStack is just, I mean, they just use JavaScript to kind of hide things, kind of on the front end. So like you're not very secure. So you can't really gate content to, hard, like people that, if people want to get your content on MemberStack, they'll get it because it's not really gated. And of course the membership site on MemberStack itself, on Webflow itself, it's just so vanilla and it's not ready for anything more than something super simple and outside the box. So membership site. Do I want to have one here? I don't know. I mean, you can deliver, you could make a membership template based on what is in Webflow right now. So if somebody just wants a simple membership site for like a pod, yeah, I guess we could. Yeah, the functionality is not there though. Like, let's put a question mark beside that, and let's just do more digging. So dig around the membership functionality within Webflow to see what type of membership sites you can template up. Another thing I thought of was a digital e-commerce site. So just selling digital products. I think if somebody's going to want to start selling physical products, number one, I've never done that. So I don't think I'd be the right person to be building a theme based on selling physical products, because I don't know about handling all the details of your fulfillment. However, if you're selling a digital product, that's super easy because you just attach the product to, the thing, and then somebody buys it and then they get access to it, right? And they just download it. So it's super, super easy, super straightforward. So we'll do that for sure. Yeah. So that's 1, 2, so that's 4. Do you guys have any ideas? If you have any ideas of what might make for a really good template, I think what we're missing is something for like business, like a small business, basically like a brochure website. So could be a static website, or mix in with a blog news feed. I mean, you probably want to build it with that anyways, and if somebody doesn't want it, then they don't use it, right? So, you know what we could do? Let's just let Webflow. What am I looking for? What's it called? The marketplace. Is it called the marketplace? I'm not sure what it's called, what they call it. Yeah, the Webflow marketplace. Right. Okay. Let's have a look at seeing if we can sort by popularity. So marketplace, templates. Search by popularity. No. New. Can I browse? Okay, it's browse. Oh, popular. Oh, popular tags. Right, there could be a photography thing. That could be interesting. I do like photography. Technology, marketing. Travel could be interesting, like a travel blog. This looks like an interesting theme. this is more a yacht gallery thing. No, next. Just zooms it in. So they don't really, you can't really search by popularity. What if let's go theme forest. Let's go like popular themes. Okay. Right. Avada. I've actually used this theme before. Oh my goodness. Okay. Multiple themes. WooCommerce. Look, lots of WooCommerce being very popular. That's interesting. Zoom in here. That's interesting. Real estate. Okay. Real estate might not be the industry that I'd want to get into right now. Maybe in 5 years' time. So what theme is this? This is multi-purpose theme. Let me see a preview. Okay, so this is just like your generic, just like it could be anything. It's got your hero section. It has your little 3 sections or 3 call to actions. Own even a port. It's too much. Like a theme should not do so much. But I get why people want the option. I get it. Be really good at what you do. Don't be mediocre at everything. Anyways, that's just my philosophy. So, right. If I just, let's go back. They're all multi-purpose. But a lot of commerce though. So I think a lot of people are trying to figure out how they can sell their own thing, which is awesome, by the way. I think more people should be entrepreneurs and owners of like their own stuff and see if they can figure out ways how to make their own money, which is fantastic. Magazine, blog, multi-purpose, real estate. Okay, real estate's shown up a couple times. Startup, newspaper, jewelry store. Right. Okay. So, where do I want to look here? I think the e-commerce will be really good to look into. Small business brochure. I think that'll be good. And do we want to have different themes for different products? So for example, they had that one jewelry. How do you even spell that? Jewelry? Is there no E here? Okay. Jewelry. Oh wait, I can't do that because what am I thinking? I'm thinking digital products. So for example, photography. What else could there be? What other digital products can you have? Just like ebooks. I mean, I guess it could even be videos. The membership site. It's very interesting. I'd love to build one, but yeah. Making my own actual site. That'd be so cool. Anyways, first things first. We have to make pixel pieces successful. Then we could worry about doing other things once we get our millions. There's lots of tools that we can build. Okay. So I think this will be a good place to start. We have a podcast theme. Right. Oh, I don't think I could. Oh, this is gonna be secret. I can't say this yet because this one's a little bit too personal in terms of what we're doing. It's going to be exciting, but I'll have to talk about it later. Maybe in a few weeks. Oh, it's going to be exciting. Okay, you guys will see this. I have another theme for another type of site, but it'll be pretty niche though. But anyways, I'll make it anyways. Okay, so that's templates, and now we have components. What type of components do we want to build? So we can go two directions. We can have, again, like naked components that are that have no styling, that have no like default styling. So this would be for designers, and or have components that are fully styled and, you know, maybe can be tweaked. So I know for me, obviously having unstyled components is best, so I can cut and paste it into my project, and then I could style it on my own based on whatever it is I'm building. But on the other hand, there could also be components that are styled that do have a certain look and feel to it, but yeah, that's tough to design something, because if it's not going to fit in whatever you're cutting and pasting into your project. Let me look at is it just JetBoost? I don't think it's JetBoost. No, it's not JetBoost. It's what the hell is that other component library? Oh my goodness, what are they called? Flowbase, that's it. Flowbase. Right. These guys. Oh, they have templates now too? Is that new? Ooh, they have 60 plus premium templates. Ooh, they have good stuff. Cool. Anyways, basically, so they have components. And a lot of them, they're kind of styled, I guess. Maybe it's almost like halfway styled, right? Like you see this. It's kind of styled. Kind of, right? Let's just keep going here. Yeah. But they are, I feel like it's in between. That's all they have. Okay. So I guess the point being here is, actually I haven't visited their site in a while. Let's go back here just for a second. It's always, what's their pricing like? Ooh, $40 a month. Ouch. That is a lot. Or is that even 27 if you pay yearly, which is still 27 times how many months in a year? 12. $324 a year. Whew. All right. But anyways, worth it if you build websites for, a living, and it helps you do your job faster. Super worth even the $30, $40, $50 a month. Absolutely. Okay, so their stuff is like designed, but again, it can be used out of the box. But if you want to do your own thing, you have to do your own thing for the design wise. So, and our components. So what are we going to go for? I'm not sure. Maybe a combination of both, and then we can just filter by them when you're looking through the library. So we'll have to be determined. So we are going to have components. So we definitely need navigation components. Navigation, and with that, we want to have like simple, and then like with button, like on the side, whether it's like a login or whatever, and then with drop downs, and then with responsive, like the hamburgers. And then we could also have like the classic mega menu. So we have the navigation, and I think we should have some hero sections. So I'm just brainstorming here too. Whether all of these are going to be in the first draft or not, we'll see. We'll start building, and then we'll go from there. So hero, this is a little bit more complex, but you just have like a two column layout with call to action, and there's so much variability here. Full page, vertical height, background image. And then we can have just your basic one column hero. And that would be basically an example of that would be this. This is kind of like your one column thing. Collection lists. So think of blog posts, which can also be videos, podcasts, etc. Just anything from a collection. But these ones basically will all can have varying styles, number of columns, etc. So we want to have a footer. Different kinds. I think for these collections, I think what would be really good to do, or for these collections, for these components, would be to sit down and spend some time sketching things out and laying and just laying out all the different types of components that you could build. Because again, too, the difference that I want to have with pixel pieces and these other ones is I don't think we need to overwhelm people with having like, hey, we have 5,000 different components. That's not necessary, I don't think. You know, like if you can keep your headers, like your navigation, it's generally fairly consistent with where the logo is placed and what items are there. I don't think you need to have 20 different navigational options. And if you do, you can also take what the components are and kind of make things your own. I don't know. We'll have to see what people say. But again, it's quality over quantity. I don't want to just throw things out there just for the sake of throwing things out there. You know, if like, oh, I can make this layout, this little component here, this little section on a website. But if I'm not truly like happy with it, then like why include it? I guess if it's naked, then it's not too much of a big deal. But if they're going to be designed very nicely, then you want to be careful. Okay, so that being said, so footer. Yeah, again, you can have just your basic simple footer with navigation. You can have you can have columns. Product, services, about. Just so when you have, product, services, and there's different things that are listed underneath, just kind of your standard footer stuff. I don't want to get too much into details right now. So we got your navigation, your hero, your footer, and just, I think, not basic, but common website components. No, maybe sections. So example would be image with text, like a 2-column layout. 3-column call to action items, like those 3 buckets. What else can we do? There's lots of other different things. So yeah, I think the next step is definitely going to be sketching things out. And I do feel like focusing on the templates might be the way to go. Yeah, okay, let's plan out next steps here. Sketch out various possible components to build. And then we need to make sketch out page structures for each template. So we basically need to build these websites, right? So that's what we're going to have to do for each template. Yeah, so we're going to have to build these websites. So the question is, should we start sketching or should we start? No, I think we should start sketching. We should start sketching. And then I think I also need to figure out exactly the, what am I looking at for the stand? Like I'm thinking about using client first, right? The, what's it called? Just the template, not the template. Oh my goodness. Words are escaping me today. The framework, yeah. Decide on and finalize the framework for actually building these things. So I guess we could do those things simultaneously. Think about the framework and figure out exactly how we're going to build every single piece of the components and the templates, and then start actually designing the templates themselves. Which I think that's what we really need to do. I think that's the only thing that's left for us to do for our pixel pieces, because again, looking back here, like the site is ready to go. Obviously, we just need to make the image of the dashboard, because we don't have that yet, because we need to get these navigations or these components and stuff built in. But once that's built, we're good to go. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here for today. Kind of have that planned out. And then I think I'm going to do some thinking about how I'm going to like live stream all this in terms of how we're going to design all the components and all that kind of stuff, and figure out how to go from there. So yeah, I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, tomorrow we'll also touch base on how our advertising campaign has gone and how many more subscribers we get to our campaign list. And oh wait, that's what we do need to do, right? I didn't talk about how we should email and talk to these people and ask them what they're looking for a component and template library. Maybe we could do that tomorrow as well too, on Friday. That might be a good Friday. Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much once again. And as always, we'll see you right back here again for another stream tomorrow.